what I've done here is I have gone through and made a sample schedule. So say my first period is with Mrs. Aragon, with me. What I'm going to work on today or now, something I need to do now, is the organizing myself video and discussion. I'm watching that right now. Soon, she has nothing else posted, which is me, right? If I go to calendar in Classroom or in Canvas, I see that we have the inspirational quote, adding snap and read. I'll have another assignment here, but for next week, she has nothing posted. Mrs. Aragon has nothing. So soon I have nothing. Period 2 is English Williams. And that is this right here. It says, read, listen to Act 1 of The Crucible. And yesterday I should have finished the modernism analysis test. If I have not finished those two, I must do it. I must do it. So that is something I would put on now. I need to read, listen to Crucible, Act 1. Okay. I also can see on the calendar, Mr. Williams has put the Crucible Act 1 study guide questions. So I know that soon, which is this weekend, by Monday, I need to do study guide questions. So my first priority in English is to read and listen to my Crucible Act 1. But then I also have to remember that I'm going to be working on my study guide for Monday. Now, period 3 for me is credit recovery with Miss Gregory. Right now, let me see in my calendar on Canvas. I don't see anything on there, but what I would jump into is Grad Point. I need to go into Grad Point at least, I would say, 40 minutes just to make sure I've got what I need to. And then soon, I don't know, maybe look in your Grad Point. Then U.S. History, Mr. Rung is my next class. I don't have his on my Canvas from a teacher perspective, but the same thing. Go into the calendar, look what Mr. Rung has for you, and see what's due on Friday. That is your now that you have to do, and your soon. You'll need to put what's the next thing coming up. Period 5, Mr. Bass, I do have his, and I don't see anything on my calendar for him. It looks like you had to do a video 1 yesterday. Okay, so I take that back. I did have something. You had to watch that video. So make sure you got the video done. I would say that's a now. We need to make sure if we didn't do it already, we need to do the video 1. Okay. And then let's go check his assignments just to make sure there's nothing else in that list. Okay, we got video 1, identifying polynomials, 10 points, adding polynomials, identifying polynomials, notes, and that. None of those have a date on them, but I would make sure I have those done. So video 1, and then polynomials, practices, so that I make sure that I get that done. I would check up here to see announcements. Maybe he's told me something in announcements that I need to know, so I'm going to check that out. Looks like the last time he posted something was Wednesday. So let's see what he says. It says your only assignment is to complete a short survey about remote learning. You will find the video under quizzes on the left. If you have any questions, make sure you join his virtual office hours today or tomorrow. If I don't know where his virtual office hours are, I'm going to go to the home page. And I'm guessing he has it posted in here. And if I don't see it pop up, I'm going to email him, hey, what's your link to your Hangouts? Because I can't find it and I need your help. So if I need help on something, I make sure I reach out to Mr. Bass, okay? So I've got that class pretty well under control. Then if I go to Bio 1, which all of you all in Mrs. Campbell's algebra know that it is in Google Classroom. So I would go to classroom.google.com. Hold on, I've got one hand. Classroom.google. And I've already, Biology 1 is Mrs. Campbell. It's going to come up for me. So say you've got your Miss Campbell assignments. You got this loading. It's later in the evening, so you know it's going to take forever. You click on there. It's telling you upcoming, due on Sunday, DNA notes. Okay, so that is due coming up Friday, April 9th. All on Google Classroom. Look over the DNA notes and the outline. Follow it and fill it in. Complete the DNA note quiz. Make sure your DNA timeline activity is turned in. Genetic order project due by Monday. Google Meet time today from 10 to 11. So, that's a lot of stuff to do. Okay? But that's stuff you've been working on. Timeline. Genetic disease project due Monday. Notes. So we'll do soon notes over DNA. And make sure my timeline's in. Fill in my notes if I need it. Complete DNA. So this is a now. This is a today thing. DNA quiz. Okay, she's got lots on there for us. Okay, but we've got to be able to do that. Okay, and then 3D art. Maybe now I'm doing a drawing or an assignment. And maybe it's due next week, so we've got something soon. Okay, so you got a little bit of an idea. I didn't get to Mr. Rungs, but he'll have assignments on the calendar as well. I'm going to go through and know exactly what I need to do today. That's the now part of it. Then after that, I'm going to go to the soon part of it. Maybe some of these soon things have to be for tomorrow, okay? Or tomorrow and Sunday. But I need to get these things done, okay? So I would start with something easy, like how to organize myself video and discussion. That's going to take you maybe 20 minutes. Then I would probably go to Algebra 1 if he has that or something new posted, get that done. I know biology I've been working on. I'm going to make sure I go take my DNA quiz, and I'm going to look over my notes to make sure those are done. And then I'm going to make sure my disease project is good. My timeline should already be submitted. If I haven't turned it in, I'm going to turn it in. After that, I'm going to probably work on English, reading or listening to The Crucible, making sure I understand what it is. Then credit recovery, probably some art interspersed. So this is going to take me some time, but at least then I have a diagram, a sort of a chart that's going to help me and tell me what I have to do for every single class.